Hello, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everyone, and welcome back to our Build a Solid Business Foundation series. That's what we're working on. And today we're going to dive into a topic that's absolutely critical for success in this fast paced business world, and that is adaptability and flexibility. Adaptability and flexibility. Now, in our previous episodes that we had in this series, that we've covered the importance of clear business plan, digital strategies, niche identification, tech stack, branding, and credibility just last week. Now, these elements are foundational, but adaptability and flexibility are what will allow your business not to just survive, but to thrive in this dynamic environment. Well, I'm so glad that you're here with me. My name is Karen Allen. I'm the Chief Program Officer here at Groove Asia. And I know that you could be anywhere else at this time, but I'm so glad that you are here with me. So if you are here with me, put in put in the comment box hashtag live. And if you're here on the replay, put in a hashtag replay. All right. Awesome. So we have Tyra here, Nancy here. Awesome. Hello, you guys. Hello, hello. Glad to see you. Glad to see you. All right, we're going to dig this. Let's get started with this. Let's get started with understanding what adaptability is, okay, as it relates to the context of business. Let's go what adaptability is because we want to be adaptable. Now, adaptability is the ability to adjust and thrive in changing conditions. It's about being agile, responsive, and proactive. Think about companies like Netflix, all right, like Netflix. This company started as a DVD by mail service and transformed into a streaming giant that we know today. Now, they adapted to changing consumer preferences and technology. Adaptability is not just about reacting to change, but it's about foreseeing it and staying ahead, just like what Facebook did. Facebook and Disney, for two other examples. Now, Facebook originally was a social networking platform. Facebook has adapted by acquiring Instagram and WhatsApp to broaden its base and enhance its offerings. Now, the company has also ventured into virtual reality and the acquisition of Oculus is showcasing its commitment to staying in the forefront of the technology trends. And that's something that we're trying to do here with you at Groove Asia to keep you ahead of the curve, keep you ahead of the curve. And Walt Disney, oh my goodness, Walt Disney has been around for such a long time. Now, Disney has consistently adapted to change in the entertainment landscape. From its roots in animation and theme parks, Disney expanded its television with ABC. It's acquired Pixar to boost its animation capabilities and acquired Marvel and Star Wars to strengthen its content portfolio. And it's launched its own streaming service, Disney Plus, in response to the rise of the digital streaming platform. So those are definitely companies that have adapted into the changing environments that are going on right now because streaming is something that is happening right now. Everybody wants touch tone, everything. Those are the things that are trending, things that are happening right now. Now, some companies, and there's plenty examples of companies due to various reasons were unable to adapt to change market conditions or technology shifts. And it leads to their decline. They're no longer with us. They are extinct. Companies like Blockbusters, Kodak, BlackBerry, and Toys R Us. Y'all remember that Toys R Us? That used to be like I love trying to get those. Want to see those catalogs during Christmas time when I was a child. When I was a child, no longer available. No longer available because they do not exist. Blockbusters, for one, once dominated force in the video rental industry. Now we have Netflix or Redbox. Blockbuster failed to adapt to the rise of online streaming services like Netflix and Blockbuster's reluctance to embrace digital distribution and its late entry into the online streaming market ultimately led to its bankruptcy, led to its demise. The same with BlackBerry. Now, who all has one of the touch tone? Well, most of our phones are all touch tone, but like touch tone uh, laptops. Love those. Or those laptops you can fold back and make into a tablet. I love those too. Don't have one, but I do love those. But BlackBerry, known for its secure and efficient mobile communication devices, BlackBerry dominated the business and the government markets. However, now remember, this is when cell phones used to be huge like this, like those Miami Vice cell phones. If y'all remember that show way back in the 80s, Miami Vice, and they had the car cell phone. It was like this big and this wide, and it would hold up it was like holding a brick up to your head. Well, went from there to BlackBerry, which you could hold in the palm of your hand. You could hold those in the palm of your hand, and everything got real small real quick. But BlackBerry dominated this business in the government markets. However, the company failed to adapt to the consumer shift towards touch screen smartphones. The delayed response to consumer preferences and a lack of app ecosystem led to a significant decline in the BlackBerry market share. So Blackberries no longer here, no longer here. And Toys R Us, the iconic toy retailer, faced challenges in adapting to the digital retail landscape and a shift in consumer preferences towards online shopping. How many of us do online shopping? You do mostly like your Christmas or gift shopping more online than you go into the store. Put in a one in the comment box if you do more online shopping. You're looking through catalogs, you're trying to find out ideas of what you want to purchase for someone instead of going into the store or going into the mall, walking in and out of department store after department store after department store. We just let our fingers do the walking now, don't we? I know I do. Yes, yes, we all do that. That is the thing that we do right now. Let your fingers do the walking, and you could do it in your pajamas in the middle of the night. You do not have to restrain yourself to those store hours. So that is was a demise for for many actually department stores, but Toys R Us too. They want to shop. They didn't want to do the online thing, so that didn't happen. So Toys R Us struggled with debt, and they couldn't compete effectively with the e-commerce giants like Amazon. Amazon came out and wiped a lot of businesses out. The company filed for bankruptcy in 2017. Now, these examples highlight the importance of adaptability in the face of changing technologies, consumer behaviors, and market dynamics. Now, successful companies are those that can identify shifts in the business landscape and proactively adjust their strategies to stay relevant. And that's important, stay relevant. Now, in today's world, technology is advancing at an unprecedented pace, unprecedented, and consumer behaviors are evolving rapidly because technology is changing the way we do things. So, to remain relevant, your business must embrace change rather than resist it. Nancy said she never walks in a store. Oh my goodness, I did up and down. Well, not for too long, not for too long. And you're right, Tyra, after COVID, embracing online shopping, I think a lot of people did. COVID got a lot of people online pretty much to do things that they would have never thought of doing before, like talking to people, going to work, doing conferences, and everything online, and definitely shopping online. No one didn't want to be in the stores where everyone else in their germs anymore. So shopping online took precedence. Now let's talk about the mindset needed for adaptability, because you got to have a to be adaptable and be flexible and be fluid and go with the flow. You got to have that open mindset. You got to have an open mindset to be able to receive new ideas and everything. If you have a closed mindset, nothing can get in there. So, open mindset, it starts with the mindset needed for adaptability. It starts with Leadership. Leadership. Leaders must foster a culture that encourages innovation and continuous improvement. And as a leader, it starts with yourself first. You are the example of your business. You are the example. So, an adaptive mindset means being open to new ideas, learning from failures, and consistent and constantly seeking ways to do things better or doing things better. Now, think about Apple. Okay, think about Apple. Apple consistently reinvents itself. Consistently, from computers to music players, smartphones, and wearables, they've shown an unparalleled ability to adapt and innovate. It's a mindset that filters down to every level of their organization. Now, some key components of having that mindset, adaptable mindset, is being first open to change. Be open to change. Leaders, your team members must be willing to embrace new ideas, approaches, and technologies. Now, this openness, it creates a culture where continuous improvement and innovation can celebrate rather than be resistant. When you have a new idea, you're not afraid to show it and share it with the company because that's something that they welcome, like Google does. Google, from what I hear, they open they have a whole department of people who a whole department. I don't know if it's a whole department or not, but people are encouraged to bring their new ideas to the company. They're very much encouraged. New ideas aren't frowned upon. So another way to cultivate that kind of mindset is being curious and continuously learning. And that's what we try and do here with the on the in Groove Ages, that provide information for you and different trainings for you to learn. I mean, maybe you haven't kind of got what you wanted yet. So we provide a lot of different workshops and different things so you can take advantage of it. See if it's something that you're interested in. We just finished a a very good in-depth training with Peter on e-commerce and building out your groove story, because you can do so much on the platform. And we have some other trainings that are coming up just next week, and I'm going to show them to you on the calendar at the end of the session about virtual speaking and sales opportunities that will be available to you. But be curious and continuously learning. Individuals with an adaptive mindset actively seek knowledge, stay informed about industry trends, and are eager to understand emerging technologies. Now, this proactive approach ensures that the business stays ahead of the curve, and that's what we want to keep you ahead of the curve with all different kinds of skills that you can develop by being in this community. Another part of having the adaptive mindset, be resilience and persevere. Understand that setbacks are part of the journey. They're just part of the journey. Instead of seeing failure as a roadblock, view it as an opportunity to learn and innovate. This is going to help you navigate uncertainties and come out stronger on the other side. So, like the saying says, if it doesn't kill you, it's going to make you stronger. And a lot of things not going to really kill you. The sun's going to come up the next day. You're going to breathe the next day. Everything's going to be great eventually. Sometimes you have those tough times, but as long as you keep moving forward and working on going forward, you eventually have that breakthrough. So be resilient and persevere. Being agile and flexible, you and your team members should be able to pivot quickly in response to changing circumstances. This requires a willingness to reassess strategies, adjust plans, and relocate resources as needed. So be nimble, be fluid, go with the flow, you know. It's not, and usually I think a lot of people get real frustrated because things aren't working the way they plan. But there's more than one way to get there. There's more than one way to do something. It's not so rigid. Rigid can be very detrimental to your business. It's not just one way it can be done. It can be done multiple ways. So like take a deep breath and exhale. Cultivating that adaptable mindset, customer centric focus. Customer centric focus, which is something I didn't think would, but then you think about it, okay, because we're talking about business here. We're talking about business here. Yes, flexibility, like Tara said, flexibility is required when building a business. Definitely required when building a business. All right, so customer centric focus. Successful adaptation often starts with a deep understanding of customer needs, your customer needs, and their preferences. The ability to align products and services with your customers' expectation is key in business adaptability because you don't want to be trying to provide a service that no one wants. You'll be like, why me? My business ain't doing well because nobody wants your stuff. Know what your customers want. And if their tastes change with them. Provide something that's going to fulfill their needs. Okay. And still staying true to yourself, of course. Stay connected to your customers, to your customer base. Actively seek feedback and being responsive to the changing market demands. Yes, practice active listening. And by practicing active listening, that's like getting feedback from your customers. Have them solicit their feedback. What do they want? What do they don't want? What do they like to see? Things like that. And the people who resonate with you will respond to you. You create products based on their feedback, and you're able to go forward. Innovation and creativity, thinking outside the box. Now, this is also cultivating that adaptable mindset. Experiment with new ideas, and challenge the status quo. Fostering an environment where innovation is celebrated fuels your business ability to stay ahead of the competition. All right. And collaboration and team empowerment is also important. Adaptability is not solely the responsibility of the leader or, during the leadership part of your organization. It should be ingrained throughout the organization. All right. An adaptable mindset promotes collaboration and empowers teams to contribute to the decision making processes. When all the team is putting in their 2 cents, they feel more accountable for the outcome of it. They feel more accountable. So when individuals feel empowered to share their thoughts and ideas, your business, your organization becomes more resilient and adaptable as a whole because somebody else in your team might have thought of something that you hadn't thought of before. And just celebrating them coming into providing that information to help your business go forward. Now, forward thinking leadership, leaders with an adaptive mindset are visionaries. Visionaries. They have something in mind. They can see it, they feel it, they taste it. They're visionaries already. Forward thinking and they're proactive. No one doesn't have to tell them where to go, what to do, or anything like that. They see the goal and they're just they want to bring you along with them. They anticipate changes in the market, industry, and technology, guiding the organization through the strategic shifts. Okay, they have their finger on the pulse. Finger on the pulse. When you lead by examples, you inspire everyone around you to embrace a mindset of constant evolution because they're going to see you change. They're going to see you lead, and since you're being the example, you're giving them permission also. Giving them permission also to be a leader, pretty much. Leaders create leaders. To be a leader, well, I say leaders inspire those to lead, to be a leader. So, in summary, the mindset needed for adaptability is rooted in a culture of openness, resilience, customer focus, and continuous innovation. So, building and nurturing this mindset within your organization is essential for long term success in your ever changing business landscape. Yes, like Tara said, Groove Asia, we do work. We do work in this manner. We do work in this manner. We're always bouncing off ideas with each other in the things that we do. And we got a lot of different ideas that come about. If you have an idea, we try to implement it. And when you do implement, when you do have an idea, you become the chief person to implement it. You do. All right, so coming back to being your business being adaptable and flexible. Now, flexibility in business operations. So we talked about the mind, what adaptability is, the mindset that's required to be adaptable. And we're going to talk about your business operations. Your business operations. So moving on to the flexibility of operations. And this is about building systems that can pivot when needed. It's about avoiding rigid structures that can't adapt to changes in demand, market conditions, or unforeseen disruptions. Now, let me give you an example of what some rigid structures are. All right, just in case you didn't know what I'm talking about. Rigid structures, rigid structures are traditional hierarchical organization structures. Traditional hierarchy. All the decisions are made at the top, and you just kind of like do what I say kind of thing. That doesn't fly anymore. Okay. A top down organizational structure where decisions flow strictly from the higher management to the lower level employees can impede adaptability. People don't like that anyway. Inflexible supply chain processes. And this is something my daughter's going through right now. Businesses with fixed and inflexible supply chain processes may struggle to adapt to sudden changes in demand and disruptions. Like, for example, a company relies on a single source supplier without contingency plans. And that's what's happening if you're doing kind of retail and you found did all this research to get your manufacturer, and you have a drop coming down. The manufacturer screwed up your whole design and you just missed your whole drop. That's a supply chain. Just totally messed up. Totally messes everything up. So that's your inflexibility with supply chain processes. So have a contingency plan. Static budget models. If you have a certain budget for a certain thing and you're not flexible with that budget, or you're not able to reallocate monies to other parts of your business, that can hinder you. Bureaucratic decision making procedures involving multiple layers of red tape, lengthy review periods, that may struggle to make adaptation possible. Got to cut through all that red tape to get an answer. And I know some people in the community have experienced that. Where it's like, I just need a yes or no. Or I just need to know how to do this. And you got to go from the email to the call to the email to something else. It's tough. Fixed job roles and responsibilities. Now, all of these are things that can hinder adaptability in your business operations. Fixed roles, cross-functional fixed roles and responsibilities, cross-functional collaboration becomes difficult in organizations where employees are confined to specific tasks without flexibility. It's kind of like, that's not my job. That's not part of my pay grade. I do not get paid for that. Those are make it hard for people to be flexible. If it's not written down in black and white in their job description, no, it's not going to be done. Or they're not going to be compensated for their innovation. All right. Relying on outdated legacy technology systems can create rigidity um, in the business operations. Long term contracts with limited flexibility also can hinder being flexible. Strict adherence to rigid protocols, those may stifle creativity and hinder the ability to respond quickly to emerging opportunities. And also, business that relies solely on centralized decision making without empowering local teams may struggle to adapt to diverse market conditions. So, those are some things that can hinder your business operations. Now, those companies who have they realize this, they identify it, and they have addressed these rigid structures is crucial to fostering adaptability in business operations. Now, businesses that recognize these needs for flexibility and adjust these structures accordingly are better positioned to navigate change successfully. Those are the ones that you want to work to. Now, consider like Amazon. I haven't worked at Amazon, but I know Amazon from people that I know who work at Amazon work you. But Amazon logistics systems can quickly scale up during peak sessions and adjust to unexpected challenges. Now, your tech stack, and we talked about a tech stack a couple of weeks ago, plays a crucial role here. Tools like the GrooveAsia platform provides the flexibility to streamline processes, integrate various functions, and adapt to your business needs. One username and one password. You don't have to piecemeal things together. That's what I like about it. One username and one password. So flexibility in operations is not just about surviving change, it's about capitalizing on it. It positions your business to seize new opportunities and stay ahead of the competition. That's what it does. Okay, that's in your business operations. Now, we talked about customer centric flexibility or being customer centric when we was talking about the mindset. So let's talk about customer centric flexibility. Now, your customer needs and preferences will evolve, and your business must evolve with them. Now, this involves actively seeking and incorporating customer feedback, what we discussed earlier. Take the example of how Spotify now is in a lot of different things. You click one thing and then you see, um, like on YouTube, Spotify, other videos or other songs that are similar to the ones that you actually clicked on. So you clicking is giving them feedback. So the example with Spotify continuously refines its music recommendations. It refines its music recommendations based on user behavior. Just like YouTube. By staying close to the customers, you can anticipate their needs, leading to more satisfied and loyal customers. How many times when you're on YouTube and you click on one video and next thing you know, you see another video you might like, and then another one, and then another one. And then next thing you know, you spend 3 hours on YouTube just looking at different videos. Anybody's had that experience? I know you have because that happens to me all the time. No, not all the time. I've kind of cut that out because I know what the game is now. So when you become a knowledge of what it is, then you make changes. So Tara says, I remember when Spotify did not have a lot of music, right? It didn't have it. And yes, didn't have a lot of music, but now, whole library. Like Nancy said, yes, take control or times control, times control. Yeah, you can put a time on that on how long you're going to be pressing buttons. That's what I had to do at first. Like, okay, I'm only going to watch this for like 10 minutes. Next thing you know, another one comes on and another one comes on, and they're all about 10 minutes. I had to stop that. Now, navigating challenges are inevitable, and navigating them requires a strategic approach. You got to have a strategic approach when you go on those platforms where you have that continual scroll. Strategic approach. One common challenge is resistant to change to begin with within your business. And some people don't like it, but you got to keep it moving. It's essential to communicate the benefits of adaptability and involve the team in the process. All right. Should share success stories of businesses that transform through adaptability. That's one way to do it. Now remember, failures are inevitable. They are inevitable, but they're also opportunities to learn and improve. That's what failures are. Now, when you're starting a business, fail fast, fail quick, fail fast, fail forward. First attempts in learning ultimately results in experience. That's what failure is. Failure is first attempt in learning ultimately results in experience. Failure. That's the acronym. Get that experience quickly and learn from it. Now, the ability to iterate quickly is a hallmark of adaptable businesses. Encourage a culture that embraces experimentation and learning from both successes and failures. And I have another acronym for you for failures. And it goes like this: first adventure in learning unlocks remarkable experiences successfully. That's another one for failures. I like that when it comes to for failures. Tara says she uses a management tool used by the Groove Asia Power Hour. Yeah, the Pomodoro, Pomodoro, something like that. Technique, the tomato technique that helps, and that's something we do practice in the Groove Asia Power Hour. So if you want to know what that is, come to the Groove Asia Power Hour. That is on the calendar. Okay, another way to be flexible and adaptable is to future proof your business. Future proof it. Okay, so we're going to conclude with this: stay informed about industry trends and emerging technologies. Yes, make sure I didn't skip anything. Anticipate potential disruptions and be proactive in adopting new technologies and strategies. So when you have your finger on the pulse, you can see what's coming down the line and have a contingency plan of things that might can happen. Okay, things that might can happen. So when they do come and knock on your door, you'll know what to do. Future proofing isn't a one time task, it's an ongoing process. Embrace a mindset of continuous improvement, always looking for ways to stay in a rapid to stay ahead in a rapid changing business landscape. Those are the things that you can do. So my closing thoughts here are these are things you need to do. Build a solid business foundation. It's not a one size fit all approach. It's not. It's about integrating the principles into your unique business model. Embrace adaptability and flexibility. It's not just strategies, but it's also part of your business DNA. Okay. That is what you need. So stay tuned for our next episode. We're going to be talking about a call to action. Call to action in building the series about building a solid business foundation. And if you haven't seen the other parts of building a solid business foundation, just review the other GLUs, that's the Groove Asia Leaders Unite, in our YouTube channel. And you'll be able to see what we've been talking about throughout the weeks. All right, well, before I go, I want to tell you the things that are coming up here at Groove Asia that is a part of us keeping you ahead of the curve. Keep you ahead of the curve of things that we have available for you. Like I said before, we just had a super awesome time with Peter, who was teaching us about a groove cart. And as he explains, a groove cart is one of the easiest ways to have some passive income in, and you can do was he was going through a step by step on how to use it. He has a training that's going to be coming up He has a training that you can um, have his services. You can acquire his services to have him to hold your hand through the process of building your e-com store. He's been doing this for over a decade. So he builds stores for him, not only for himself, but for other customers too. So let me show you where you can go to do that, to see what we have coming up. You can go to grooveasia.cm/resources. Let me share my screen. grooveasia.cm/resources. These are all the resources that we have available for you right now. How to make your first dollar, AI fundamentals beyond ChatGPT. That's by our own in-house AI whisperer, Ching Yutan. Yeah, Ching Yutan. And if you don't have the software and you're not part of the Groove Asia community, get a part of grooveasia.cm. And we also have the our own AI, which is grooveasia.ai. Our new members orientation is going to be is re marketed as not remarketed, but we're doing a overhaul in it. It's going to take a while to get the overhaul done, but we are doing it. So if you want to see what Groove Asia internal team and different teams that you could probably want to be a part of, you want to be more involved in our community, come to the new members orientation. Come to the new members orientation. It's not just new members that are on there, okay? It's just nice. Yeah, just not new members on there. And the AI for SEO, Simon Leon, the Google Insider, the Internet Insider does that of AI SEO. So if you want to try and get on the first page of Google, that's the one to sign up for. But let me take you here to the calendar of what's coming up next. So when you click the calendar, it's going to take you to this screen here, and we just finished the e-commerce workshop. But next week we have, and this calendar is set for Eastern Standard Time here in the United States. So on next Wednesday at 9 p.m., and this is from 9 to 12 midnight, I'm doing a virtual speaker insider secret. So if you want to learn how to speak virtually, like I'm doing right now, if you're doing Zoom calls, if you're a coach, if you're doing consultations, if you just want to do your own little YouTube channel, this will be a great time to sign up here, Virtual Speaker Insider Secrets, show you how to present yourself and make your mission clear of people so it can resonate with people and people be able to respond to you. And also on March the 1st, we have the sales and leadership opportunity for those who want to do more in the community or want to get into sales. This is the one for you. Sales and leadership opportunity, which is going to be on the 1st of March. And so all that could be found at grooveasia.cm/resources and just click on the calendar. All right. Well, yes, I do like, let me shut that off. That y'all like the failure one. I did like that too. Failure. I am now searching, what'd you say? Failure. Searching for acronyms for failure. Right. We got to turn it around. It's all a perception in your mind. You know, if you think of it negatively, it's going to be that way. But failure is always a learning opportunity. What can you learn from it and move on? Learn, iterate. It gives you an opportunity to iterate and move forward. You know what's not working, but you only need one thing that does work. That works for you. Well, thank you so much, Atira. And thank you so much, Nancy, for being here, and whoever else that's there in WWW land, the World Wide Web. I do appreciate you being here. My name is again is Karen Allen, and I will see you next time or next week, hopefully at the Virtual Speaker Insider Secrets. Virtual Speaker Insider Secrets, and then we're going to move on to the GLUs for next week. So until next time, you guys take care until our next episode. Bye bye.
Hi, this is Simon Liang with GrooveAsia.cm. Are you already a part of the #1 community in the world? If not, do so right now for free training and support, along with live sessions to help you succeed. Start now by joining us in our private Facebook group and get more exclusive video content on our YouTube channel. Make sure to like and subscribe with notifications turned on for all updates. Join our community right now. Let me know if you have any questions, and I will see you on the inside at GrooveAsia.cm.